Hi students, today I'll be discussing about the edge streaming analytics. This was a fourth concept from module 4. In the previous concepts, like I guess we have discussed about the machine learning and big data analytics and then tools for handling the data which is generated by IoT. In the same manner, this edge streaming analysis also will help us to work with a large volume of data only. It also shows its own involvement for this large volume of data which is generated. So since we are talking about IoT, mainly this IoT is inclusive of this large volume of data which is generated by different types of devices. Such data has to be handled and the data has to be processed and immediately it has to be responded as per the request. So we know that. So for doing all such kind of things like to generate the data with a specific bandwidth requirement to the corresponding client or data, like we need to just handle the data as per the special attention, and we need to analyze the data. How we have to pay the special attention to handle the data here? The volume of the data which is generated has to be bifurcated, and as per the requirement of the application, we may analyze the data and we can give the response as per the request from the client, right, to the server. Yeah, let us start with this the comparison of this big data and the edge analytics. Okay, so edge streaming analytics usually it includes with like the volume of data which is generated to be reduced at the edge. So the key values here is reducing the data at the edge, also analyzing and responding for that particular data at the edge, and time sensitivity. These are the different types of analytics which are included here, and other than that we can go for seeing the core functions of this edge streaming. Okay, let us go with reducing the data at the edge. So why we have to go for reducing the data at the edge? The devices may be large in number and they may generate large quantity of the data. So if you are not going for aggregating of this particular data which is generated by the IoT devices, it will be very difficult to handle the data, and passing complete data to the cloud or to the specific local servers may gives the inefficient results, and it may be expensive also, because every time if you are passing the complete data to the cloud, complete data to the local server, bandwidth and network infrastructure constraints will be there. So we need to reduce the data at the network edges with the corresponding devices. So reducing the data is one of the key component for this edge streaming analytics, because if the data aggregation is not taken place, means handling that huge data will lead to different complications like cost and infrastructure related issues, etc. Analysis and response at the edge, this is a second parameter here. Analysis and response at the edge, uh, the data which is useful only at the edge like will be very useful, and it is the best way to analyze, and based on that specific action the data will be generated, or data will be processed, data will be written into different locations, etc. So we have to analyze, and accordingly the response at the edge will be very useful for us. As I mentioned, it is the best way to analyze the data at the edge, and the data which is being generated, that can be processed further. So the next one is about the time sensitivity. So in the name itself it is there, the time sensitivities, because the analytics here, the data analytics here may be required to change according to the conditions. So the timely response is required for the data, like to pass the data, to refigure the amount of data for the cloud requirement or for the corresponding server requirements. So and also we, when the immediate response is required, like we know that there may be a delay from this client side or from the server side for processing of this data. Yes or no? So suppose from the client side, if I have requested for the data to pass and the data is in large volume, so without any latency, like the possibilities are very minimum. So like with this kind of edge streaming analytics with the data aggregation part, we could go for the timely response of the data to be passed and to be processed further. So edge analytics here, it may allow the immediate responses for the what we say, for the user, and for the what we say server or the machine. Like for the user, immediately the response will be retrieved based on the statistics of the data. This is what about the comparison, the different types of key values for the edge stream. Okay, let us move on to the next with the components. Edge analytics components or functions we say. Let me move on to the next slide. Yeah, the core functions of this edge analytics. As I mentioned, the data has to be viewed and the data has to be further processed. With this edge analytics core function, the data will be continuously processed. So, the data which is in process continuously we call the data with motion. So the streaming of these analytics at the particular edge of the network will be further divided into three stages. One is raw input, the other one is analytics processing unit, the last one is about the output streams. You could see the diagram edge analytics processing unit, which includes multiple raw input streams in terms of data bits and the resulting output, and like the messaging system, like storage and messaging system, which is at Hadoop, like deeper analytics to the cloud. So the streaming analytics at the edge is divided, as I mentioned, three ways, like raw input data, analytics processing, and output stream. Okay, with this, what exactly we were doing? So, like to see how the data will be analyzed in the real time, like we need to perform certain functions. So we need to go for filtering, transform, correlate, and timely response, everything. So before going for that, like let me start with this. Let me go back to this previous slide. So the process of this raw input, analytics processing unit, and then output streams. So as I mentioned, raw input data. So in the name itself, it is that the raw data from the sensors will be generated, will be collected, and it will be processed by using this analytical processing unit. So analytical processing unit, what it will do means it will usually filter the, it will be filtering and combining the data streams. So like separate data streams will be there, right? It will be combining and it will be organizing in a particular window based on certain statistical functions. That is a role played by the analytics processing unit. It will filter and combines the data streams as per the requirement. Okay, so next one is about the output streams. The data are the output will be organized into different types of streams as usual, like wherein which to identify the behavior of an object and to pass the behavior onto the storage and further processing as per the requirement in the cloud. So communication with the cloud may be through the particular subscriber or a publisher messaging protocol. Like we have seen MQTT and COAP, different types of protocols, right? So in the same manner, at the output streams, by using messaging corresponding publisher messaging protocol, the data will be organized into streams and the data will be passed to the storage and further processing will be taken place. So this is what about the like raw input data, analytics processing unit, and the output streams. As I mentioned, there are still more functions in order to perform the analysis in the real time. This APU, so as I mentioned, analytics processing unit need to perform certain tasks, which is filtering, as I said, like transformation, timely consent, and all these things. Just let me quickly move on to this. Yeah, here the analysis will be data analysis will be performed in different ways with different functions, as I mentioned. Filtering, so in the name itself it is there. So here the data stream of the data which is generated by these smart devices, which is in a large volume, we know that, like which are relevant only will be considered, and filtering function defines the information which is considerably important. So that important information will be considered to process, right? So lot of data will be generated by the IoT devices, and filtering, through the filtering, whichever is important only we will consider to process. The next one is about the transform. In the name itself it is there. So extracting, transformation, and loading, there are different types of operations which will manipulate the complete structure of the data. So transformation, it is just like translating from one type of data into the other type. Like we know structured to unstructured to structured, semi-structured, right? So like the data which is needed to be formatted for processing will be done through this transformation step. Next one is the time. So we know that real-time streaming data, like which allows the time context which needs to be established, like within the stipulated time the data has to be processed and the response has to be retrieved by the client, right? So this APU whatever we are using here, like this processing unit will take the input from the multiple sensors and reporting will happen. In this case, this APU will be programmed to report different types of information within a stipulated time. So this time is a threshold here. The data streaming will follow the timing context as and then it is required. So this is about the timing function. Next one is about the correlate. So we know what is a correlate, right? Correlating the data streams with the historical data. In the diagram itself, we can see filter, transform, and then correlate. Just the data which is useful when multiple data streams are required to combine with different type of sensors, like will be specified through different instructions, and this data can be analyzed and this data can be evaluated further. So in a simplest way I can say that we can combine different types of data with the live streaming of the data which is running currently, and with certain statistics or certain conditions, the combination will be happen. It means to say like I have to correlate the data which is already existed and which is currently running, which has to be run like based on the analysis, multiple data streams can be combined, and different types of sensors will be used here to correlate the data. So filtration, transformation, correlation, like these are the different types of steps. And the next one is about the matching patterns. This type of what matching patterns, and how we can go with into the business analytics. This is also there. Matching patterns. Pattern is with the group of data bits. We know that. So pattern matching operations will be used further to dig the internal content of the data which is generated by the sensor devices. Like usually the data streams which are created may be transformed, may be correlated, and such kind of historical data sets will be grouped as a pattern, grouped or organized as a pattern, and these operations will be used to gain the information in depth from the particular locality, either from the cloud or from the particular locational, what we say, location server, local server. So just like what we are needed to remember here is, just like what is the different types of relationships, like which may be easy or which may be complication, which can be defined by the application based on the group of data bits or the stream of bits. Okay, so matching the pattern is with a group or organization of different set of data streams, and we can use this to establish a simple relationship among the data items, and we need to go for matching the patterns with various operations to gain the control on the data. Like I can say like inside the like cloud, what kind of data is there, complete analysis will be done with this matching the pattern concept. Improve business intelligence. This is the last parameter from this real-time data analysis. Like improve the business intelligence. How we can go for improving the business intelligence based on the data analytics, either what we say, in the particular network. Data analytics means edge analytics as well as the fog analytics. The improvements can be expected from the specific domain. It may be a business intelligence or it may be in other sectors also we can use. Here exactly the structured or unstructured data correlation will happen and the data will be sent to the cloud, which is useful. So unstructured data means always you can make use of that and you can redefine the labelings, and you can make use of that unstructured data and you can work with the cloud. So like which is not useful also, we are making them to be useful for, as per the application requirement by the users. The process must be known to the users. So that is what, like, we can go with improvising the business intelligence. This is the next concept. Okay, so let me move on. As matching patterns and improvising the business intelligence, I said already. So which is not there previously, like the unstructured information can be utilized and you can recreate the process so that we can improve the performance of an application. Through that we can improve the business. So the next one is about distributed analytics system. The name itself, it is there, distributed analytics system. Like depending on the application and depending on the network architecture, streaming analytics can be performed directly at the edge. We know that analytics can happen throughout the IoT system. So the streaming analytics will be performed at the edge or in the fog or in the cloud data center. So what will happen here? We are performing this edge computing or fog computing, in the sense we are analyzing, we are going with the analytics to see beyond what is there on the device, like which is visible, it is fine, and beyond that the aggregation of that nodes which correlate the data from a wider range of context will be correlated here. It means to say, there are, suppose assume that there are 4 devices. All the 4 devices information has to create, and the information has to correlate, and through the communication what these 4 devices will be addressing, we can see, and how the data will be processed further as per the application requirement, we will see. So just like if the devices are more, the data will be generated and the data will be aggregated, and that can be processed. If the devices are minimum, and if the devices share the information or share the factors which may support through the IoT system, through that how the communication will happen, how the messaging systems can be used. Once the computing is finished with the data, like what kind of communications and what kind of results will go to the cloud through a message system. So everything will be indicated through this distributed analysis system only. I guess we can look at the diagram. So this was an example for this distributed analysis throughout the IoT system. We have the edge location, and we have the processing platforms, and we have the regional data center. At the edge location, we know that sensors and edge processing will take over, and there will be a message broker which indicates, this message broker is a messaging system with a protocol identity which is meant for the communication, which results the information processing through the network by using different type of tools. So as I mentioned, distributed, depending on the application, the network architecture and analysis may vary throughout the IoT system. Here the sensors, look at the diagram, here the sensors communicate via this MQTT protocol through the message broker to the fog analytics nodes, I guess, allowing the different type of data set. Here the fog node, whichever we are using, it will be located on the same, and it performs the data streaming analytics. So it may be respond, it may or may not be respond to the event quickly. If it is noticed to the corresponding message broker, so then it will gain the task to the hand, and it will respond to an event quickly, and analytics will be performed directly on the edge device, and like this the response will take over and the events will occur. Once the response is over, means once the computation is over, the data will be processed further, and it will be given for storage. So here the communication will happen through the MQTT, and at the corresponding edges the computation will take place, and the data will be measured and processed, and the immediate response we can see through this distributed analytics system. Next one is about the network analytics. I guess let me continue this network analysis further. The next slide. Thank you.